Welcome to Corner Fandimonium. I'm your host, Jay Will, the voice of independent wrestling. And today we have Inside 1CW, episode number 2, bringing you all the information for 1CW for the month of April. Welcome to Corner Fandimonium. I'm your host, Jay Will, the voice of independent wrestling. And we are here with Inside 1CW, episode number 2, with my man, Stevie Ray Styles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy to be here, Jay Will.
What's going on?
Well,
big news coming out for the month of April. Seems like First State Championship Wrestling will be expanding.
Yes, sir. Lots of big things happening. We are thrilled to death with the expansion, moving into Virginia, yes, Maryland, and hopefully moving forward from there. But a lot of big things. And again, you know, the one thing that I've learned in life is the people that get it are the ones that go get it. And when the opportunity of that door is there, you got to kick it in and go. And the opportunity was presented for us to expand into Virginia, so we decided we were going to do that. And then also, you know, recently the opportunity for Maryland. So really, really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be huge. Salisbury, Maryland being a big, big market.
Yes.
Virginia, we're looking at Sheraton, Virginia will be our first event.
Okay. And
then hopefully Chincoteague and some other markets as well. And again, you know, this hopefully is not the end of our expansion, like you said. We're looking at, you know, possibly Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and some really, really big stuff. We are looking to be regionally a promotion that keeps our talent working.
Okay.
So that's our goal, and we're aiming for that. And hopefully in 2024, when WrestleMania comes to Philadelphia, we'll be a part of that as well. So, you know, we have plans here at 1CW. We're not done yet.
Oh, definitely.
So when you talk about big things, Jared, hey, man, yeah, there's a lot on the market. There's a lot on our table. There's a lot in what we want to do. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that happens with the backing of the fans. It comes with the backing of you guys. It comes with some other, you know, the trust of the wrestlers and believing in us and the loyalty of everybody in 1CW. So we appreciate everything, and this expansion only happens because of everything above. But most importantly, we wouldn't be able to do this without the sponsors and the fans. So
definitely,
we want to take a second to thank everybody for that. People that have been a huge, huge part of this obviously have been the fans who have been loyal to us since day one, our sponsors who believe in what we're doing,
yes,
and people like you, one of our sponsors.
Proud of it.
Well, thank you. We will probably be fighting by the end of this podcast, but right now we'll agree.
Yep, probably the only time we do agree tonight.
You're probably right. But with that being said, and not to ramble too much on about this expansion, and not to use any cuss words, I'm super fucking excited, bro.
I know that's right. I'm right there with you. And speaking of being excited, on March 11th, man, what a exciting night that we had. We blew the roof off. Well, you blew the roof off. I attended and just helped, you know, feel the noise. But great matches all the way around. We had some cash-ins. We had some briefcases being won. We had a lot of different things happen. But we're going to start off with the Mountain of the Man, Everest, and the Hill defeating the Cartel.
Yeah, what a great, great debut of a tag team that we may see, we may not see. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Yeah, they were called the Mountain and the Hill, Everest and Eazy-E. You know, Eazy-E, part of Tons of Fun, and kind of gets the crowd all excited and going. Everest, a big force here on the Eastern Shore.
Yes, he is.
Trying to make an imprint here in 1CW. He's made his imprint in some other federations, and now he's trying to make his mark here in 1CW. They went after a couple of people in the cartel. It was a tough matchup, back and forth, but in the end, The Mountain and the Hill was victorious, or were victorious. And again, we are expecting big things, not to make a cliche out of it, out of Everest. So let's keep our eyes on that gentleman.
Yes, definitely. So, also Brian Morris retaining against Stan Styles.
Man, let me tell you something. Brian Morris, I was here last time. I said to you then, I'm going to look in the camera and say it again. Son, there's a spot in the Style stable for you. What are you waiting for? You are exactly what we're looking for. You're a champion. You carry yourself with pride. You carry yourself with dignity. And you understand one thing. We don't give two craps about the fans. We don't give a crap about nothing. We give a crap about taking the big end of the paycheck home, which means if you're carrying the gold, you're carrying the money. So, Brian Morris, you fit into my plans. And I said it last month, and I'm going to try it again, Jay Will. What a great matchup with Stan Styles. The whipped cream didn't help Stan very much this time.
Not at all.
But I can tell you right now, Brian Morris, baby, the Style Stables has one more spot. I think you're that guy. Think about it. Think about it, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, think about it. Also, Chaz Evans winning the Cruiserweight Championship for 1CW. He defeated Hobo Harry and a whole host of other guys. And, hey, great night, came out on top.
Well, what did you think about that matchup? Let's talk about that real quick.
I think that was a great matchup. I think it was a lot of action, a lot of, scenarios where you didn't know who was going to take the title, but it ended up being Chaz.
I'd have to agree with you. And the one thing that I really looked at was the absence of Luca Mancini, who I called as the guy who I thought was going to win the match.
Yeah, you said it.
To unfortunate situations, Luca wasn't there. So, to me, I look back at this matchup now, and I'm going to tell you right now, the guy that impressed me is not the guy that won the match, but another guy by the name of Trucker Josh.
Yes, Trucker Josh was.
Where the hell did he come from?
I don't know where he came from. He just found the parking lot at the fire station, pulled over, and hopped out for a title shot.
There's no roads for a truck to get to Houston. Jay will you please explain to me how Trucker Josh got his butt there and did the performance he put in? Because I'm going to tell you, Chaz Evans was this close to not walking away with the championship.
Yes, he was. It was very close.
So, yeah, I'm going to talk about Chaz and being very impressive and pure ignorance and all that. And Chaz, thumbs up, baby. Thumbs up. You walked away with the gold, or soon to be gold, because I guess Hobo kind of walked away with the gold.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that in a second. But I'm telling you right now, the impression left with me was Trucker Josh.
Yes.
That's the one that I talk about. So when I reflect on that match, I look at the future, and I'm thinking, my Lord, the future of 1CW is so secure in these up-and-coming guys.
Yes.
Stevie Ray Styles needs to get to work. I need to get these guys on my side.
Yeah, I think you got enough guys on your side.
I'm glad you agree with me.
You got
You're
enough
right.
on your
I
side.
need guys like that.
Yeah, well, I think Trucker Josh and Chaz is good where they are.
Hey, Diana, I see you're on the group chat. I really can't respond to you right now because when you're in row 5, you can't see anything. So what you say right now doesn't mean nothing to us. But I want to shout out to my boy, Keith Daniel. Keith, many prayers, brother. Let's keep going, John.
Definitely. Next up, Chris Wilde.
Yeah, what about it?
He won the 8-man chase for the case.
And that surprises you.
It surprised me a little bit.
Why? I sat right here last month and told you. And I told everybody else.
You did? He told us all.
Well, thank you for backing me up. Because I didn't want to have to bring out the footage. And I do have the guys back here that would back me up with the footage. Those guys back there. What's this?
Oh, just letting them know,
Okay, all right. I didn't want to have to bring it out because I know I was right.
Yeah, you were right this
There
time.
was great competition. Let me tell you something right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this. Probably one of the greatest ladder matches in 1CW history.
Yes, it was.
And I think a star was born out of that match.
Yes, and I don't think the star that was born that night was actually the winner. I think the star that was born was more of your guy, what do you call him?
Why has he got to be my guy?
I mean, it's technically he's one of you guys. He's
He
in the
is.
stable. Yep.
Well, then say he's one of the stable members. Then you don't have to say my guy.
I mean, that's what you call him.
I kind of take that a little personal.
It's no need.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well,
He is my guy.
he is his guy. The African god,
Exactly.
Tiberius.
There was 8 men in that match.
It was.
right? 7 former champions and 1 God.
One God. As you know.
So at the end of the day, there was 2 stars born.
Yes.
One was already a star because he was the guy.
Oh, yeah.
And now we had a guy that won the case that I told you was going to win the case. Let's move on.
Yes.
You need a drink?
Let's move on. You know what?
That Pepsi might help you out a little
Yeah,
bit.
it will. It will. We have my guys, the workhorses.
Your guys.
My guys.
Do you manage them?
No, I don't manage
Did I
them.
miss
just
something?
Support them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Support them. Because it seemed like the last time we were here, you didn't have too many good things to say about them.
Well, for crying out loud, let's talk about the workhorses. What is there good to say about it?
It's great things to say about them.
All right, well, then I'll open the forum and I'll shut up. Go ahead.
They come out and they perform each and every freaking night. They
So
give you
everybody we talked
everything.
about on here does the same.
Yeah, they do the same, but they don't do it at the level that the workhorses do it.
Okay. And what separates them?
What separates them is they beat the Thrash Society, and I think, number 1 contendership might be up next.
Let me think about that for about 2
Yeah,
seconds.
you go ahead and you ponder about that.
I don't need Mike Fresh or Mike Thrash or Mike whatever, Frosh. What is he a freshman? I don't know what he calls himself.
Not sure.
The new GM, who cares? Nobody knows his name. Bottom line is this: number 1 contenders. Well, the problem I have with the workhorses are they can't even keep the team together. There's been like 18 guys in that team, right?
Hey, so is the Tar Dynasty. It's 3 guys.
Oh, 3, not 18.
Hey, doesn't
Big
matter
difference.
the number.
Pal. Oh, can I finish? Are you going to keep
Finish.
cutting me off?
No, I'm going to drink.
I know you're the host, but
My
you didn't
Pepsi.
ask me on here not to listen to me, right?
You're exactly right.
All right. So here's my thought on the workhorses. Great team, but you never know who you're going to get. So how fair is that to anybody?
Very fair.
No, it's not. It's only fair for the Tar Dynasty. That's why we're the dynasty, and we hold the freeboard rule. We got 3 guys. We'll put them out there, whichever 2 we want. But that doesn't mean the workhorses get that to do that. They're not allowed to do that. That's not in their contract. That's in our contract.
I think it's been consistent with, Mr. Dangerfield and Tiny Tim. I think it's been pretty consistent.
And if Miss Diana tells me one more time my stable stinks, I'm coming through this camera right now. And you know what? Row 5, she's got to be out of here.
Sometimes you can't get mad at the truth. And
All right.
if she's out there on row 5, we might have a seat at the 4
at
CW
your table.
Don't worry about it.
At your table, back there against the wall.
Yeah, if 4CF, we got a seat for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. Let's get back to these work punks. All right, bottom line, I'll give it to you. I got to agree. I do think they're the number 1 contender.
Yeah.
They are former 1CW tag team champions.
Yes.
They happen to be Houston favorites. I don't know why.
Yes, they are.
Really not sure.
I mean, everything's not for you to understand. You just got to love it.
All right, so my question to you is, because you seem to have the inside track on all this, is it going to be Mark Dangerfield Jr. and Tiny Tim? Is it going to be Mark Dangerfield Jr. and Cousin Wyatt? Is it going to be Mark Dangerfield Jr. and Cousin Ron? Is it going to be Mark Dangerfield Jr. and Ranchhand Carlson? Is it going to be Carlson and Wyatt? Who's it going to be? We don't know. That's not fair.
Well,
that is not fair to the Tar Dynasty.
Technically, the Tar Dynasty, you don't know who you're going to get neither out of.
And that's our card to hold up the sleeve. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You should understand that.
I do understand that.
You're a gambling man.
I am.
You do. You're sitting next to Stevie Ray Styles. That means you are gambling every time with your life when you sit next to me.
I am.
All right.
You remember, I got assaulted last show.
You did, but it wasn't by me.
Hey, it doesn't matter. But I believe, the workhorses worked their way up to number 1 contendership. They earned it. But someone else is trying to work his way back.
All right, well, let's not even go there yet. So wait a minute. So we're still debating it, and I agreed with you that, yes, I do think they are number 1 contenders, but what makes it okay for Mike Fresh not to announce which 2 of those workhorses are going to be in the ring?
Because he's a GM.
Can you call him? Do you have his number?
No, I'm not that privileged. Sorry.
Do you know his name?
No.
Does anybody out there know how to get a hold of this new GM? I would really like to find out which 2 are getting in with my guys. You hear that?
I heard.
My guys.
his guys.
All right, let's move on.
Yep. Another guy that used to be one of your guys.
Keyword, used to.
Used to, yes. And I think he's doing a little better now. Miles Millennium.
He's doing better.
A little bit. You know, he just defeated
All right,
Eel
wait,
O'Neal.
whoa. So you're talking about a guy that used to be on top, who's now working his way back up to the top, and he's doing better?
He's doing it the right way.
Oh, okay. Then say it the right way. Don't say he's doing better.
I did.
Say
That's-
you
that's
think
him
he's
doing
doing
it
it the
better.
right way. That doesn't mean I got to agree with you.
No, not at all.
Why would you expect me to agree with you?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to agree with me because you're not going to tell the truth. But defeating Eel O'Neal, I think that was a pretty big deal.
Well, I'll say the truth. It was a big win for Miles.
Yes, it was.
So don't tell me I don't say the truth. Take that back.
You say the truth.
Okay, thank you.
When you have to read it.
Now that I spoke the truth finally,
Yes.
and we're about 20 minutes into this podcast, I finally spoke truth according
Finally,
to you.
yes.
Let's make it clear. He's working his way back up. There's no doubt about it. He's trying to prove to the 1CW board and this new GM that he's worthy of this title shot that he's going to be granted. Okay? So it was a big win for him. You are correct.
Yes.
Eel O'Neal, a top-notch talent, right? Great matchup.
Yes.
Nothing bad to
Definitely a
say
great
about
matchup.
that. I do debate the fact that you say he's doing better now than when he was on top. So.
I mean, when you
We'll
go
agree
back
to
and
disagree.
look at his rise back once he regains his title, then, you'll be able to put the story together.
Yeah, I'll try to put that story together.
All right. Okay. Also, one of the best matches of the night. One of my personal favorite matches of the night.
Of the night.
Because you asked me a certain question last show of what was the weather going to be.
Yes, sir, I did.
And you said it was going to be, what, rainy with...
Man, are you really going to bring this up?
Yes, I am.
They got pictures of me crying, and
Yes,
now
they
you're going
do.
to bring it up.
Yes, they do. And anyone that has pictures, please share them. You can tag 4CF. You can tag 1CW. I don't care what you tag. Just share them.
Hey, man, grown men do cry. Why are you going to make fun of me?
I'm going to make fun of you because I told you that my boy, didn't I tell you? My guest.
You did.
Ranchhand Carlson.
You did.
Was going to change your weather forecast to rainy with a chance of disappointment.
Okay, so I'm going to say this.
Say it.
I'll give credit where credit is due. You
Okay.
gave it to me on my call on Chris Wilde.
Yes.
I'll give it back to you on your call on Ranch.
I appreciate that.
I didn't see it coming.
Appreciate it.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Super disappointed in my ex-champion.
It happens.
Super disappointed.
It happens.
But very proud of his loyalty at the end.
Yes. He was
Did you see him hand me the chair to hand Chris Wilde so we could keep that belt within the style?
Yes, I seen the other disappointing part of the
I'm
night.
glad you did see it because no one else on the film saw Ty hand me the chair. I didn't grab it by myself.
Yeah, that we call that being a sore loser.
Okay, either way.
I mean, because he did sit right over there in the chair, bullied his way past me, hit me with the belt. Remember that part?
Bully.
Yeah. And he went on to say that he was going to defeat Ranchhand Carlson. He was going to do this and do that, and he failed.
Okay, so let me stop for a second. The guy with the supply
The guy with the supply, yes.
bullied you.
He bullied me.
Well,
Called HR and everything.
I'm going to have to look at that footage. Just why you need to look at that footage, too. Because I don't remember grabbing that chair by myself, but people were saying they watched that tape and Ty was knocked out and he didn't hand it to me and I just did it by myself. I have no recollection of that whatsoever. I remember Ty's loyalty in handing me that chair and saying, keep the belt in the stables, give this to Wild, let's win this. Did you not see that?
No, what I seen was the fact that now, this episode, we have to have all our guests separated in different segments because of your guy, the guy with the supply.
Okay.
Ty Awesome.
Okay. And I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not.
Are you paying the studio time?
Yeah.
You are.
No.
Okay, then don't worry about it. And let's not worry about that.
Okay. But
I'll keep them separated because I paid for that extra room.
I Appreciate that.
Okay, I got you.
I appreciate that.
I got you, bro. I got you. I got
little-
mad respect like that.
Yeah, what turned from the great match to a disappointing time in the wrestling business. 1CW suffered a loss of a great champion, Ranchhand Carlson, and I believe
You call that a championship reign?
I do.
You do?
Because he earned it. I mean, why not?
I'm not even sure the record books even put the. Look, by the time the ink dried, the belt had changed hands. How can you acknowledge that?
I can acknowledge it because I was there. I watched it. The fans watched it. Yep.
Jay Will.
Should have used the crutches.
Jay Will. The bottom line is, right? Big Blue is in the Styles stables. And I told you, at the end of the day, yeah, you did call Carlson. You called Ranchhand. But at the end of the day, I told you.
You told me that Ty was going to leave with the championship. But that didn't happen.
Okay. So, again, because Ty did not walk with the championship, but he protected the championship because of his loyalty.
Yeah.
Can we agree on that?
I think we'll have to hear from Ty because I mean.
Well, he's in the other room, but when we bring him out, you can ask him all you want.
Yeah, I understand.
It's all good.
All right, another match we had, so we can get away from the lies. A.K. Willis defeating Jason Andrews. This was a great match.
Oh, what a great champion! A.K. Willis won that belt with dignity, and he's defending it with dignity.
Yes, in your eyes, he is.
Right? What's that say?
I had fun.
Yeah. Man, I'm loving it, Keith. I love you, brother, for that one. Woo! All right, talking about AK and Jason. That was one of the best comments that we've had in a long time.
Yes.
I love the interaction of the fans, and this is what 1CW is all about.
Yes.
Anyhow, AK and Jason, two former partners, they were a great tag team. I have nothing to debate that. Man, what a great run they were on. But, man, is AK just showing up?
I mean, it was a great match. It was a lot. You can tell that they still have that chemistry throughout the match. They kind of knew what each other was going to do.
Yeah.
It was a little sign of respect towards the end. I mean, he's in your stable, but
It was a back and forth. A little surprised that the respect was out there, but yet being as their former tag team champions,
Yes.
I can't say that I was surprised. But I can tell you, if anybody's sitting there that night or anybody that watched any of that tape and doesn't think that there's a bright future for the Arsenal, A.K. Willis, and they think the Bulletproof title is the end of where that man may go, I think you're a little short-sighted. I think this guy showed that not only did he carry the tag team of Art of War, he's carrying the Bulletproof title, and he could probably carry a lot more here in 1CW if given that opportunity or earned the opportunity.
I mean, believe he's carrying the title. I'm not going to agree.
I mean, he won that title fair and
carried
square.
the
He won
tag
that title
team.
fair and square.
I mean, it takes two guys to win the titles.
What, are you saying that we cheated to win that title?
Oh, I know you did.
You know?
I know.
Do you have video? Do you have video footage to back that up?
No, but I'm pretty sure.
All right, thank you.
Papa
Then you
Scott
don't know.
does.
Then you don't. Let's move on.
Pretty sure Papa Scott does. Shout
Okay,
out to
well,
Papa Scott.
is Papa Scott here? Papa
No.
Scott? No, don't see him. He's not here.
Footage
So
on
the
YouTube,
footage
though.
does not exist at this point.
It's on YouTube.
It's mute.
The Tar Dynasty.
Yes, sir. My guys. The
They
champions.
defeated a great tag team in Viva La Amish. Let's go ahead and go through that match. I mean, a lot of ups and downs for the Tar Dynasty. It could have went either way. Another match that you really didn't know what the outcome was going to be.
What I will say this. Very surprised that the champions got pushed to the limit the way they did.
Yes.
Viva Las Amish coming back off a tour of Japan and
Yeah.
also coming back from Canada, 2 tours back to back, international stars. So it wasn't a huge surprise that they were the #1 contenders for the belt.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I was surprised that they were that close to winning the belts. I actually thought my guys would have this a little bit more in hand.
Mm-hmm.
We have gone back to the drawing board. We have been in training ever since. And I can guarantee you hear those words, Jared?
I hear 'em.
I guarantee you on April 15th,
On April.
the Tar Dynasty will be much better prepared.
Well, they better be because, April 15th starts the Body Slam for Autism show.
It does. It
And
does.
that's in Houston, Delaware.
Yes, it is.
It is. And you want to go ahead and
Yeah.
go through that?
We'll run down a couple of the matchups real quick. We got a big four-corner six-man tag, where, again, we talked about Big Everest earlier and a couple of his
Yep.
partners against Tiberius, a couple of his partners, with the Cartels returning with a partner, and Pure Ignorance and Red Dog and a couple of them. So that's going to be a little bit of a, let's see everybody trying to earn their way back under the roster, I should say.
Yeah.
Trying to make their mark and impression on the 1CW board.
Definitely.
Sometimes these big six-man tags are the only way to do it. So with that being said, this is one of the matchups that's going to kick off the event.
That's
Looking forward to some of the talent in that event to see if they can still shine. Again, we said a star was born in Tiberius. We'll soon find out, won't we?
Yes.
We will.
We will.
Was it a flash in the pan?
Well, we'll see.
We will.
We'll definitely see.
So moving on from that, one of the matchups I'm really looking forward to, Jay Will, is the return of the former 1CW Tag Team Champions, Dog Nation.
Dog Nation.
Facing a debuting tag team here in 1CW, coming down here from a place that you're familiar with,
Yes, I am.
Woodbury, New Jersey, and the AAW promotion, and
Yes.
Uncle Dino.
Uncle Dino. Shout out to Uncle Dino.
Hey, Uncle Dino. Hey, look, he's on my side of the track, so I can't talk too bad about him. He's one of the good guys, bad guys, so I'm good with the bad guys. Anyhow, they have petitioned 1CW to defend their titles here to make their mark against our former champions. Really interested in this matchup. So, tell me a little bit. Have you seen the Kelly brothers? Have you seen them in person? You
Yes,
know
I got
anything
to
about
see
them?
the Kelly
Let's
brothers
talk about it.
perform, and a hell of a tag team. And they remind me of a up-and-coming Dudley 2.0.
Yeah. I think their continuity was very, very good. I watched
Yes.
some film on them as I studied, obviously, as I prepare my team. Former tag team champions, Dog Nation. I got to help them out a little bit here.
Yeah.
They're representing 1CW, right?
They are.
So watching some footage, I've given a little bit of, advice here or there. But what I can tell you is some great continuity on the Kelly brothers. They're twins, so they kind of have that little
Yeah.
bit of, hey, man, I kind of, feel that
Yeah.
vibe.
There definitely is not a lot of communication needed. There's a lot of eye contact.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the 1CW fans react to Uncle Dino and the Kelly brothers. Let's see. Because not only are they making their debut, they're making it against former champions.
Yes.
They're not just walking in here against some jabronis.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely. So to reiterate and move on to the next match, you talked about somebody who thought deserved the number one contendership. And I said to you, I think I agree. I didn't have a vote in that because there's this new GM
Yep.
who made them the number one contenders.
Who did the right thing.
I'm glad you think of it that way. I did agree, so I'm not going to even debate it right now. But, man, what a matchup it's going to be. And my guys are going to be ready. Let me just tell you that.
You better hope they are.
They are. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's definitely talk about it. I believe that this is going to be one of the toughest fights for the Tar Dynasty yet.
Well, if I could find out which two of those workhorse boys are going to be in the match,
That's what's going to make it a tough night because you don't know what you're preparing
and
for.
that's not fair.
It's always fair.
I know you
what'd
have
you
Mark-
say, the Freebird rule?
Yeah, Freebird rule. Let me tell you, I know you have Mark Dangerfield in another studio over here.
I do.
And you got him separated. Could you please find out who the other partner is for me tonight?
You know what? I'll find out, then I'll just keep the
I
information.
got 5
myself.
for you right here.
You got 5 from me? All right.
got 5
all right,
on it.
We'll talk about
I got 5 on
negotiations
it.
in the back. All
My
right,
man.
we'll talk about negotiations
All right,
in the
cool.
back.
Let's move it on.
All right. We got Chaz Evans. He's going to be defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Trucker Josh and Sam T.
Yeah, Trucker Josh just announced as that third opponent. Again, the new GM sent a message out to the committee that Trucker Josh was added to this match. When the matchup was initially announced, it was the new champion, Chaz Evans, representing the Pure Ignorance group, was going to defend against a returning cruiserweight champion in Sam Thompson. I was really looking forward to that matchup, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes this new GM again, and that's Trucker Josh.
Hey, he did the right thing.
Now, I just want to say this. I did say earlier I was impressed by Trucker Josh.
Yes, you did.
So I'm not really upset about it, but I was really looking forward to the singles matchup.
Hey, I understand that, but triple threats is always a good thing.
Yeah, it ought to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, we got also for the Workhorse Championship, 1CW's own Brian Morris against Brew Keller.
Yeah. Yeah, Bro Keller making his return here to 1CW. One of the hottest stars on the independent scene right now. Making a big name for himself all over majority of the East Coast.
Yeah.
He has been in 1CW and has been this close to winning championships before. Somebody that the booking committee has looked at several times and really liked this guy because he's always stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's stepping up to the plate for a guy that I invited to the Styles stable kind of scares me a little bit because I'm going to be honest with you, Jay Will. I think this is the toughest challenge that Brian Morris is going to face to that title. Now, no disrespect to Stan Styles.
No.
Stan took him to the limit. But I think he's going to be pushed just a little bit further with Bro. I think Bro goes a little bit more high-flying. I think he's a little bit more in that arsenal that may pull it out of the champion. And I'll tell you what, this has a chance to be the match of the evening right here.
All right. Any moment, anybody can steal it for match of the evening.
Yep.
But next up, we have the Bulletproof Championship with A.K. Willis against my guy, Bad Banks, Virginia's own Bad Banks.
Virginia's own. Well, he needs to move to Virginia. That's all I need to say. He can be Virginia's own because he's surely not Delaware's own at this point. I'm glad you claimed him. Let's talk about that Bulletproof champion. Yeah, little rumbling in the. Can you get those guys quiet down in the other studio?
Hey,
is that Dangerfield guy banging on the door?
I think it
Or
might be
somebody?
He's ready to come on out.
Does he understand this is my time? I'm not interrupting theirs, damn it. Anyhow, really looking forward to the guy from Virginia, Banks, facing my guy, A.K. Willis.
Yes.
And he's not my guy. Let me just clear this up. He's not my guy.
He's your guy.
I love A.K. Willis. He won that title fair and square. He deserves the respect. And I can guarantee you when he defeats a former 1CW Pro Wrestling champion in Bad Banks, he will show everybody in 1CW why he is the Bulletproof champion, why he defeated their man, Ranchhand Carlson.
We know why he defeated Ranchhand Carlson.
I do too.
Because he had
I know why.
Tad bit of help. But this match one-on-one with Bad Banks is going to be a little bit different. I got to be in a great match, and I think we might have a new champion.
Okay, so when we roll back this footage, I don't want you to have to eat your words. You want to take another chance at that before we put this out there?
No, I know you love your spoilers. But I'm going to stick with my guy on this.
Okay. All right, last chance.
Nah.
Okay, let's move on. One more match we're going to talk about for the Big Body Slam lineup, and then we're going to move on.
Yes. The last match, we have the 1CW Heavyweight Championship being...
No. He's not a heavyweight. It's the 1CW Pro Wrestling Championship.
You're right.
I got you.
Correct me when I'm wrong.
Only once.
Thank you.
Because I respect you.
I appreciate it.
You got it. Always.
All right. We have Chris Wilde against
Yes, he is.
Miles Millennium.
That's your guy.
Yes, it is. Taking on Ty Awesome.
That's your guy.
Also,
That's your guy, right? He hit you with the belt. I thought you guys are boys.
No, we didn't make that up.
I thought that's how you were like rubbing up, like, high five daps and shit.
No.
Oh, that wasn't a dap?
No.
He told me he was dapping you with the belt. That's why he did it.
That's not how that works.
All right, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey, Ty, I got you. Thanks for being loyal, brother.
Yeah, stay in the other room. Rounding that match off, we have Ranchhand Carlson.
Who?
Ranchhand Carlson. One more time. Ranchhand Carlson.
I got you.
Finishing that match off.
Okay, so
getting his redemption.
Okay, redemption. So
Yes.
in other words, you're picking him as the winner.
Always.
What do you mean?
I mean,
always?
I picked him last.
You just sold out everybody else.
I didn't sell out everybody else.
When you said Miles Millennium, I said, that's your man. You said,
I mean, he
yes.
is my guy.
You said yes, and now
He
you
is
just
my
sold
guy,
him right
but
out.
I believe
No
that
questions
Ranchhand
asked.
Carlson has something to prove right now.
Okay.
He wants to get his title back.
Okay.
He wants to redeem himself on his championship win.
Okay.
I mean, so why not?
Okay, I'm not going to debate any of that.
I appreciate it.
Because I tell you what, he has a lot to prove in this match, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He needs to prove that his win over Ty Austin wasn't a fluke,
It wasn't.
right?
Right.
He needs to prove to the people of Houston and make up to all those people who left the building crying because he lost the belt.
He lost the belt.
He lost the belt. Wait a minute.
Jesus Christ.
Bottom line, right?
But that's
Okay, all
bottom
right.
line.
So all the people in Houston were crying out the door. The roads got flooded and all muddy, just like I said they were.
They were.
And now you're picking them again. It's not your time.
Security, can we calm down in the back?
So with that being said, as we finish up and talk about this last match, I called it. I said there wouldn't be a street fight because there's no streets in Houston, nothing but dirt roads, and they would be muddy.
But it was a hell of a street fight.
Better known as muddy waters. That's what they were.
You know what? When there's no streets in a street fight, you don't use
That's a
tables.
shoot.
You use doors.
Okay.
And that's what happened. How did your man Ty feel after, going through the door
Do
the
you
wrong
understand
way?
I was picking splinters out of his ass for 2 days from that door?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you
Because
were.
the doctor's office is not open on Sunday.
No, it's not. But tell him next time use a knob if he wants to go through a door.
Damn. All right, well, I'm not going to debate with you. So you picked your winner again in
I did.
Ranchhand Carlson, right?
Ranchhand Carlson.
So I guess the last thing for me to predict,
What is it?
this is the easiest question I've had all day. You know the title's coming home with us. I'm going to give you your chance right now to change your pick.
There's a 50-50 chance that the title comes in with you. So, yeah, I can see that
All
happening.
right, so listen. The last time we were here, that fake GM made these matches, and I put my predictions out, and I said to you, let's go to Harrington, put some money down right now because we were going to win, right?
Yeah, I did.
Did you go?
I didn't.
You didn't. And guess what? I did.
You did.
So I'm going to say it again. One last time.
But you lost that time.
You got your pick, right?
Yeah.
You going to make your bet?
You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and put my money down this time.
Okay.
I'm that confident. I should have been as much confident last match. But it's
That
okay.
I respect, Jay Will.
It's okay.
I respect that. And with that being said, I know my segment's open and over, and there's nothing else that I want to talk about right now because I know you have other people that were banging on the door.
Yeah.
But there we are. You're going to bring out your next guest. They're going to talk a little bit about April 22nd and then some stuff in the Harrington Fairgrounds.
Yes, you
But
will.
I want to
Yes,
thank you for my time in Body Slam Autism.
No problem.
I really looking forward to all
Thank
my
you.
predictions coming true.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers again.
You're a great host. I'm glad you agreed with me.
On this one.
Let me get out of here before you bring in your other guest.
All right.
I don't want anybody getting hit with
No,
a belt.
no. We'll
I
go
want to
ahead
be
and-
accused of
we'll
bullying.
go ahead and clear the
for all
stage.
you people on the internet out there asking all them dumb questions, stop.
Keep going. All right. Next up, we have 1CW's own Mr. Mark Dangerfield. You can come on in. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
No, we don't shake hands. We
We
hug.
hug. All right, I'm cool with it. What's going on?
Not much, how you
Go ahead, have a seat, brother. So, how's everything going with you?
We hugging it out, man. We hugging it out.
Hey,
One hug at a time.
one hug at a time. That's how we get through the world. Hey, April 22nd.
Delmarva Sports Network outside event at Harrington Fairgrounds. We'll be having 3 demonstrations, one at 11, one at 1, and one at 3 o'clock.
Gotcha.
That's 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m.
Okay.
It's going to have all the workhorse students, a couple of local talents. We're going to do it right. You guys want to see what a school can do? Come on out to the Harrington Fairgrounds.
You heard them. Come on out to the Harrington Fairgrounds. That's April 22nd. They got a couple shows. Come on out, see the students.
Free?
For free. For free. Hey, nothing beats that. Free entertainment. Come on out, scream, yell, point, do whatever you want. Just have a great time.
You know the whole family's going to be there.
All of them. You want to shout out some of the students
You
going to
my
be a part of
cousin.
it? Yeah, I am.
You my
Yeah,
cousin.
we found out yesterday.
Yeah, so that's my cousin.
Yeah. I even let him claim me on the taxes.
That's right. What's this guy trying to tell me I'm too loud?
That's your cousin.
While you at it, can you deepen my voice, put a little bass in it for me?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right. You want to give a shout out to some of the students that's going to be putting on the show for us that night.
The whole family.
The whole family.
The whole Workhorse Wrestling Training Center. From the top, me,
Okay.
down to Carlson will be there.
Carlson will be there. Okay.
Yeah, Trucker Josh,
Trucker Josh.
Tiny Tim,
Tiny Tim.
all the way down to
Cousin Wyatt.
Cousin Wyatt will be there.
Yeah.
You know, you have that one family member. We
Yeah.
love that guy.
We
just love
we
that
definitely
guy.
love Cousin Wyatt. Shout out to Cousin Wyatt. Do your thing, man.
That's my
Got,
boy.
got to take him everywhere.
Yeah, he's my boy.
Got to take him everywhere. All right.
Don't tell nobody, but he replaced AK as my favorite.
Oh, I definitely can understand that. Speaking of your favorite thing to do is to be a champion in this sport. So,
My favorite thing to do is to teach the young guys how to survive in this business.
see that? Correct me when I'm wrong.
That's my favorite thing.
I agree.
Watching these young guys grow, watching them enter this business as guys that don't know much, and watching them grow and succeed and be able to perform and put on that awesome show for these crowds, man, that's my favorite.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Always looking back and seeing the people that you've had a hand in their career, seeing them grow and everything just makes you feel a little better and fulfills you.
Yeah, always, man. Right now, there's not too many shows in this area that you can go to without running into one of my students.
That's
And
great.
it's phenomenal for me to sit back and watch them grow and just, make names for themselves and succeed. There's nothing more fulfilling than to see that.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. One of your students, I believe by the name of Tiny Tim, and y'all just had a great win on
Yes, we
March
did.
11th, and I believe you earned yourself a number one contender
The whole fam down.
slot. All of them, baby.
But I know he's complaining, so I want to let him know. I will be bringing Tiny Tim. I don't care what Dynasty members join that ring. Me and Tiny Tim are going to whoop some feathers off some boys.
Some feathers. Just feathers everywhere. A whole pillow fight. Got you. All right. So, how do you feel about, your chances of being champion?
I always feel great. Anytime I got a family member in my corner, I'm 100.
Think you'll come out with a win?
Always.
Think the Tar Dynasty got a chance?
Not a chance.
Don't matter which three
Nope.
it is.
There's 3 of them. We got a whole fam family.
I know that's right. I love it, man. All day long.
Look, with cousins like you behind us, how can we lose?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. You can't lose that way. Hey, make sure y'all come out Harrington, Delaware on April 22nd. Come out and support the students. It's a free show. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have vendors out there, correct?
Yeah, they're going to have all kinds of stuff.
So you can come out, eat, get your drink on, whatever you choose to do. Just come out and support and do whatever you can for the students at Workhorse Training Center. We appreciate you, man.
No problem.
You have a good day.
Oh, look, we can't leave without a hug.
Oh, definitely. It's family, y'all.
See you later.
That's family.
Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin.
Hey, here's another family member coming in. My other cousin, Ranchhand Carlson.
Don't go in the one room because Hardy's back there. He's doing some weird
Oh,
stuff.
that's the room I'm going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say something about Ty Olsen stuck in the
You
bathroom.
hear some noise, don't come looking for him. I'll put him in the garbage.
Got
So I'm
you.
gonna start out with my first question for you.
What's up?
How come everybody else got a TV with comments and everything, and I can't see my fans telling me how great this is going?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
don't
great
know.
question.
But you know what? I think it's because we want to spend more time on April 29th talking about Sheraton, Virginia at the Firehouse.
Oh, we're
and
gonna
the
talk about
show we got.
Sheridan first, huh? Whose papers are these?
Well,
I'm just looking at contracts. Don't worry.
Stevie Ray just dropped some stuff off.
Oh, well then.
I don't think he meant to leave it here. Seems like the right thing to do.
Good. Yeah, let's talk about expansion. April 29th, we're down in Sheridan, Virginia. We got some big name matches down there, man. Let me tell you something. The Workhorses, the guy you just had on here, him and his tag partner, they're going to be wrestling South Philly's Finest. Or, no, they're wrestling Pure Ignorance.
Pure Ignorance.
South Philly's Finest is wrestling the Tar Dynasty.
Okay.
And that's going to be for the new ESPW Tag Championships.
You hear that? We're going to have new tag team
You know Hardy's got to
crowned.
get his rocks off and put all of his boys in titles matches.
Oh, of course.
Like his one, I guess half steps on. The guy I feel the worst for, honestly, right now, is Ty Awesome.
Yeah.
You know why I feel so bad for him? Because Hardy has literally squeezed him like an orange and got all the juice from it.
Every little drop.
And
the whole supply.
And now to give him like a little, extra amenity, he's going to be like, oh, you get to keep the ESPW championship. You get to be that champion still. Well, guess what? Ty Awesome, I'm giving you a formal challenge. Last time we were in the ring and there was a title on the line, one-on-one, you did not leave with it.
And
You
I can
didn't,
attest
Ty.
to that.
I took it from you. So how about April 29th, we run it back? You can either redeem yourself. Don't think that's going to happen. Or I'll take another title from you. So that's happening in Sheridan, Virginia.
Got you.
And it's a new territory for us, so we're going to have a lot of new talent down there. I mean, it's going to be a banger. And let me tell you something. It's about a 2.5-hour ride from Houston. So all my Sussex County people, it's about an hour and a half, 2-hour ride for y'all. Y'all better make that trip because I'm telling you, it's going to be a banger you're not going to want to miss.
Definitely not going to want to miss it. Definitely not going to want to miss it. Virginia, the Eastern Shore, that's my hometown. I appreciate keeping wrestling alive there.
Yeah, and that was the thing with the buyout. I want to clarify one thing real quick with this buyout. A lot of people were like, oh, you bought him out to steal something from the guy. Look, I think he made a terrible mistake. I think the guy is dealing with his personal issues now, and I hope he gets the help he needs.
Yes.
But we bought that to literally keep wrestling in the area.
Yes.
Because for years there wasn't wrestling there. So we bought it to keep the guys who were booked for those shows booked. We bought it to keep that wrestling talent alive.
Yes.
This isn't a job for us. This is a job for the area. And if nobody else wants to step up and do it, we always will. I pride myself on being the heart of 1CW. And I will keep everything pumping as long as I can. As long as I have movement in these bones. I promise you, 1CW people, I promise you, wrestling fans. I'm not even talking 1CW fans. I'm talking wrestling fans. I will keep everything I can alive for you. I will work my fingers to the bone to keep this sport I love alive and well. And I promise you that.
Well, I know how passionate you are about this business, and I also know how much it meant to you to win the title at 1CW at Chase for the Case. So, all right, let's go ahead and put everything to the side. We've promoted Sheraton. Everybody come out, Sheraton Firehouse in Virginia. Please come out and support. We've supported Harrington, the Workhorse Training Center student show. It's free. Come out to Harrington. And we promoted Body Slam for autism. That's going to be April 15th. Now that all the business is off the table, need you to take your businessman hat off and literally let me know about how you feel about Chris Wilde.
Well, let me start by saying I want to clarify something to you.
Yes.
You said winning that heavyweight title was something that I wanted to do. I'm looking at you all directly in the eyes. I did not want to win a title. These titles are the most prestigious things in the world, and I don't want to put myself in the position to win them. I don't. But when little fellas like Ty Awesome want to run their mouths, they want to destroy the business I'm working for, I will interject. And Brian Morris, you're getting really close to me interjecting and whooping your little ass too, if you know what I'm saying. So let's go about Chris Wilde, right? Mm-hmm. Chris, you, sir, were one of the most respected people in 1CW. You were the guy. Sean Hardy brought you back into 1CW for you to be that guy. And then you took the coward's way out. You came out, you shook hands with me, and you acted like the man I thought you were. You shook hands with me, and you said, another time, another place, we'll wrestle when you're fresh. You just went through hell to win that title. And I go and celebrate with the crowd, and when I jump down, there's a briefcase at my skull. Yeah. Chris Wilde, you're a coward.
Yes.
You know, I get so worked up about this that Chris, you want to go on and you want to talk about while I'm concussed in the ring looking up at the lights just like I am now. Chris, you sat there and said, oh, when I brought my daughter out here, Carlson, what did you do? No one cleared your daughter to be out there, idiot. That's a place where people wrestle. No one wanted your daughter out there, and if you had asked the promoters, they would have told you no. And then it was, oh, you made the workhorse title just to solve my ego. Yeah, Chris, we did because we knew you weren't good enough to win the Big Blue. You look in my eyes, Chris. I'm the guy that got the title before you, Chris. I did it before you. You can cry about your 15 years in the business and how hard you worked. I got it before you did, Chris. I achieved your goal before you did. And so you're sitting back there with your little title shot. Man, I don't know what I'm going to do now. Someone else better than me got the belt again. And you took the shot after I went through hell. Mm-hmm. You want to be one of Styles' bitches? That's fine. Do it. You want to take the coward's way out? That's fine. Do it. Look at me, Chris. This is no longer for belts. This is no longer for honor. I'm whipping your ass 6 ways to Sunday. You can post on Facebook about how you won't eat fried chicken. You'll only eat rotisserie chicken. You can post all that stuff a week before the show like, look at me working out. Look at me working out. I am going to beat your ass like a redheaded stepchild, son. That's all I have to say to Chris Wilde.
That's what you got to say to Chris Wilde. I completely understand that. I know how you feel. That cash-in came to a shock for everybody.
And look, in this four-way, I just want to clarify. It's Hardy can sit here, and I got both my guys. Here. Me and Miles are like this. You don't think we know going in that one of us is taking one of them and one of them's taking the other, and whichever one of us gets the pinfall first makes it happen? I'm cool with that. If Miles Millennium walks out with the title, I'm cool with it. Hell, you know what? Maybe Ty Awesome will wake up and see what kind of scumbag you are. And if he does and wins the title, I'll be happy for him too. But I will make sure Chris Wilde doesn't walk out with the title come hell or high water.
Sound like you got an agenda.
I have an agenda. And I don't care what I have to do. Chris, you are on my hit list, and you are the #1 guy.
Chris Wilde, I don't know how long you're going to have the title, but I know April 15th, it's going to be a hell of a time for you to keep it. But it's going to be a great match either way. My guy, Ranchhand Carlson here, I already told Stevie Ray, picking you to come out with the title. Bro.
That's why you my cousin, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Family first.
Family first, baby.
Yeah. Anything else you want to put out there?
Nah, man, I just want to say, when I say the family first, you look at the guys like, you can say you have a stable. Mm-hmm. Right? Hardy had his stable. When them boys came out, what did they do? They turned tail and ran, right?
Oh, yeah.
My boys was out there beating the heck out of them.
Exactly.
The family runs tight, Hardy. You keep running your mouth about this style stable. This family might just flip this whole table and we run 1CW. What you gonna do when all of us rednecks pull up in our diesels and just start whooping ass?
All of them.
Every single one of them. We bring the whole truckload, you know what I'm saying?
I'm pulling up too, you know.
Hey, my man. Thank you. I appreciate this. No problem.
Thank you. And thank you all for another episode of 1CW Inside 1CW with Four Corner Fandimonium. We want to shout out to the podcast, Four Corner Fandimonium. Keep listening. Keep giving the views. Keep coming to 1CW, Body Slam for Autism, and keep doing everything you can for us to support independent wrestling. We thank you all again. Have a good night. Thank you for listening to Four Corner Fandimonium. Make sure to follow for upcoming shows. And make sure you meet us in Houston, Delaware, April 15th, Harrington, Delaware, April 22nd, and Chariton, Virginia, April 29th. We'll see you there. And always remember,
reach for the sky, boy.